Over the centuries, there have been many physical disasters, economic collapses, and global crises that have devastated national finances and household incomes. From the credit crisis of 1772 to the Great Recession of 28, many of these events have left us with important lessons on how to successfully deal with the situation we face today. In June 1772, the London Bank of Neil, James, Fordyce and Down collapsed following a loss of approximately £300,000, equivalent to approximately 70 million today of US dollars, of speculative shares of the East India Company. Panic immediately broke out as bankruptcies increased across London and nearly all private banks in Scotland went bankrupt. The crisis quickly spread to several Dutch banks before the markets calmed down. The original Long Depression began in 1873 with the collapse of the Vienna Stock Exchange and in Great Britain. The panic resulted in a nearly two-decade period of economic stagnation. The demonetization of silver in Germany and the United States, as well as the increase in speculative investment, are some of the often cited causes of the disaster. One of the main causes of the crisis of 1873 was the rapid increase in commercial and industrial productivity, created many of new products, but it also led to large adjustment as all the industries dwindled. There had also been a shift in the tension of the world economy towards the new developing parts of the world such as Germany and the United States. The crisis is similar to today. In fact, even today, the developing economies concern new countries, with the old industries located in the whole industrialized countries that are unable to stand up to comparison and put millions of job increases. On October 24, 1929, the US stock market collapses after 18 months of speculative buying. The Great Depression was one of the worst disasters in American history. The US economy shrank by 50% in 5 years, and about 50 million people were out of work. The Great Depression had a huge impact on the global economy. In Germany, the Great Depression was often seen as a factor in helping the rise of the Nazis. In many countries, the Depression was linked to the rise of fascism. During the late 1960s, inflation was rising around the world, but particularly in the US and the United Kingdom. In the UK, inflation rose to over 20%, hitting a high of 24%. This was due not only to the oil crisis, but also the increase in wages. On November 6, 1972, the British government attempted to cap wages to curb inflation, but this led to a strike by coal miners. This strike caused a shortage of petrol throughout Europe. The 2008 financial meltdown and global recession were the worst economic disasters since the Great Depression of 1929. The crash was mainly triggered by the collapse of the US housing market. The USA, on September 15, 2008, Lehman Brothers, an investment bank founded in 1847, collapsed, triggering a global financial meltdown. In Britain, the recession officially began on January 2009. Following the recession, the UK economy took 5 years to recover, and by the end of 2011, some or 3 million people were unemployed. The 2008 recession is still present in many countries, including Europe, and has never been fully absorbed. Thank you for watching. Subscribe the channel.